Hey, hey, here we are. One thing I wanted to circle back just for a minute, because yesterday, in yesterday's reading, came to a place where there was the moon card, which can signify something fearful. It's going into the unknown. And I kind of framed it so that was the other guy. And I referred to the idea that you should go to the places that scare you. Don't resist it, don't shut, because that's sort of shadow work. If something is fearful, so you cut it off, you consign it to the corner, it doesn't get less scary, it gets more scary and more scary because you're trying to suppress it. And I just wanted to make the point, because it kind of woke me up in the middle of the night. That's for us too. It isn't just about the other guy having to go to the places that scare them, which is to the place of deep feelings and connection. It's us too. We all have in our psyche places that scare us, things that we resist. We feel too little or too inadequate. It's too triggery, brings up childhood trauma or whatever it is. And I think the difference might be that, to some degree, the we in this equation is more willing to do that, to go into the unknown place, the scary place, where there's no guarantee. And so it throws you back on your own sense of who you are, and for me anyway, it's sort of like I am both the brave one who goes into the scary place and the scared one who needs that brave aspect of myself to come in and say, we're going to be okay. It's almost like a split, between your inner child and the part of you that's grown up enough to have a sense of stability, that we won't melt in the face of whatever this is. We're willing to look at it. So just wanted to, because it's awfully easy to say, oh, it's all about the other person and what they have to do, as if we don't have our own responsibility to face what scares us, which might be letting them go. I don't know. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to mention was that to thank you guys so much. I got beautiful support on my following my birthday reading. Just a lot of people wishing me well, and in terms of the storm that was coming, and I get such positive feedback from you guys. It's just stunning to me that a lot of tarot readers catch a lot of shit from their viewers, and to date hasn't been the case with you guys. And I'm so grateful for that, that we're in this together, and we apparently know it. First card out, Six of Wands. A card of victory over struggle. The victory wreath in Wands energy. Something heartfelt that we've cared about, a direction that we took, that led us into a kind of Five of Wands struggle. And here we are on the other side. There's been a victory. Maybe against, maybe over the fear. By facing it, you make it smaller. You make it smaller. Yeah. this is 5 of Swords. So it's not 5 of Wands, but it's the same energy of just like the battle, the conflict. But this deck puts a fairly positive spin on the challenging sword energies. This is somebody who's figuring out how to get out of the conflict. You know, their guides are showing them the way. This bird that's already passing through. So it may have been a conflict in the past, which makes sense with this one. I've come through it intact. Let's see, what's the nature of the conflict? 5 of Pentacles. Feeling abandoned. And this one is a child. Looks to be a child with a baby on this individual's back. Talk about inner child work. But both of these challenging 5 energies, 5 indicate the need for change. Apparently something was successfully changed. You had to go to bat for something. Oh, brother. 7 of Swords, again. I mean, this one keeps sneaking back in. Sorry, the light is sucky here. This is the one sneaking, I think, out of a bad situation. You know, surreptitiously. Could be you, could be the other guy. 2 5s are 10. 10 is Wheel of Fortune. So there's something going to turn in this person's favor. 7 of Swords comes under 6 of Wands. So if this was a card of somebody else deceiving, there's victory over that. If this was a card of deceiving oneself, there's victory over that. If this was the need to extricate yourself from a shitty situation, 5 of Swords. You know, some guide led the way, showed you the way. Showed you the logical fallacy. That's like a weird, that's what showed you something in this system of thought, this sword energy, way of thinking about things or way of seeing things that was needed adjustment. World. This is a whole new cycle. Whatever it is, somebody's extricated themselves from by any means necessary. Marks a whole new world, whole new cycle. Last card in the Major Arcana. Everything starts new, starts fresh. And I think it's because somebody went toward what scared them. And that was their own sense that I can't survive this. My inner child and my inner child's child can't survive this. Yeah, under 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of abundance, of equal give and take, of having enough. And again, these children in the image, the twins. Being able to provide for, and it might be your literal children, or it might be moving out of this feeling of lack into a feeling of like, I've got enough to give to myself, and then surf it to give to both inner children. I don't know. We got to clarify that. That's a little confusing to me. But in this new world, there's equal give and take. There's enough for everybody. Maybe that's the victory. Realizing how abundant you are. Or somebody realizes it. Bottom of the deck. Is it 10? 10 of Cups. Enough for everybody. And not only in material, what you need to get by in this life of a tangible nature. It's also a 10 of Cups situation. And that goes on 7 of Swords, which kind of surprises me. On 6 of Pentacles, we have Hangman. Boy, are we getting a lot of repeats. This guy has appeared again and again. A card of Pisces, taking a new perspective on emotional, on Cups energy, on love and connection, in 3D. Seven of Swords, 10 of Cups. Could be like getting out of a bad mindset. There's so much to gain. On 6 of Wands, please, the victory. Wands are fire energy, to do with passion and purpose. This is the Sun card, card of Leo, fire energy. Things being revealed, regaining warmth, life force, revelation, happiness. Ten of Cups. Like in this life, the highest expression of connection and care. On 5 of Pentacles. Well, the 5 of Pentacles thing was a source of huge anxiety and stress. Personal. 9 speaks to the personal. Like just up at night, but in this deck, it's very clearly shadow work. She's got the hand, the shadow play. But I think that's the situation we're exiting from. It's such a murky card, but in comes this. It's like you fought for your own life force. Out of the darkness, into the shining light. Because there was a 5 of Sword, there was a clash of some kind that left you out in the cold and caused you not only deprivation, but the need to deal with your own shadow. Because I think we all have a degree of abandonment issues. But this wasn't like all in your head. This was in tangible terms. But it certainly had repercussions, ramifications. The place that scares you. So tell us some more about this Five of Swords, the nature of the bad way of thinking, a bad way of looking at the world. What is that about? Nine of Cups, Page of Cups. Well, this is a card of wish fulfillment. And this is sort of the delivery system. Put these together, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, you get 10 of Cups. Could be an apology, a big apology. It's a youthful energy. So we got a bunch more. So there's a story here. Wow. Temperance, card of Sagittarius, a card of healing, of synthesis. And here we have the Moon card. We have Sun, Moon. So both sides of the coin. You know, the revelation and the could be a card of secrets, a card of what's not conscious to date. Becoming conscious, coming to the surface, you know, because somebody has successfully faced their fears, has faced the unknown. That's been major arcana healing. And it has something to do with Cups energy for sure. I don't quite get who this is, and I'm not sure it's you. I'm not sure it's you. This was clarifying Five of Swords, the thing one is being guided beyond. These are masculine, feminine energies. The active principle, the receptive principle. Coming into balance, coming into synthesis. And it could be somebody's apologizing for this Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Really a rough ride. And this might be a wish fulfillment. I don't know why it's so hard for me to suss out here. Yeah, okay, it's Moon. I was looking at what, we have two nines here. They couldn't be more different. Personal stress, personal satisfaction. And this could be self-love. You know, somebody offering this cup to themselves. And I'm getting the feeling of floundering here, you know, of just like being in over one's head. So much emotion. Hangman, Moon, Cancer, Pisces. You know, whatever this is, this emotional shift, this new perspective that leads us from 5 of Pentacles to 6 of Pentacles. This whole evolutionary change. Major Arcana cards of, I mean, in this deck, Temperance is called the Alchemist, which you might think would be Magician card, but it's not. It's Temperance. It's sort of like the blend that turns the base metal into gold. Into gold. So let's clarify the world. This sort of portal into the new world, the new place. Ten of Swords. Okay, that bad sword energy. Very challenging. 5 of Swords. 9 of Swords. That cycle's over. It's gotten as bad as it can get. It got as bad as it could get. And then there was this kind of bursting through. I think on the basis of work done to shore oneself up into a place of abundance out of this lack. 5 of Pentacles to 6 of Pentacles. And there are butterflies all over this. It's a card of transformation. A cycle wrapping up. To do with how you think about things or perceive things, because there's this Hangman card of taking the new look. And here we have, oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. A new beginning, a new opportunity for love. And again, it may be self-love is the key. Aces can speak to self. You're passing through this portal. An opportunity for new love. These guys appeared yesterday, along with all these Cups cards. Card of Gemini, card of the twins, lovers. This is choosing each other. So this cup goes back and forth, back and forth. I mean, this is looking like a really positive reading. You know, with a hell of a lot of hardship that somebody had to fight their way through. And they did it successfully into this warmth of Leo energy. The major arcana, well, let's just deal with the last one first. This is the Knight of Wands. Somebody's coming in fast, or it's fast forward movement. I think once you're freed from this, once the changes happen, 5s indicate the need for change. 2 5s, Wheel of Fortune, moving out of and moving out quickly with this youthful energy of like raring to go. Somebody's raring to go. And it's youthful. New love. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. After this old cycle is wrapped up. After the old cycle is wrapped up, there's this burst of energy. Again, I'm not sure if this is you or the other person. I think it's both of you again. Because the conflict, the Five of Wands conflict that's implied by Six of Wands is shown here as the fight between these two energies. Reconciled. Some life force, this is a card of movement and a fast forward movement. Even perhaps a little reckless, which I think is understandable if you've been in this lousy situation, super stressful, put an end to that, or something put an end to that, because there's this movement into a whole new realm, a Ten of Cups realm. Somebody's very eager to get there, and it could be you. But there's, it could be you reconciling the two sides of yourself, masculine and feminine. It's sort of a yin-yang card. Complete in yourself. But that's not what I'm getting off of this. Because it's a synthesis, masculine and feminine. Both twins. Ending that cycle. And when I picked up this card to show it to you. This was what was underneath. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. And, every time I get a positive reading, I think, am I leading us down the garden path? Am I somehow bending the cards to suit me? I don't think so. I think once we've extricated from this, it's just not been easy. It's really not. But there's a promise that this cycle is closed out. And whatever lies ahead for us, it's a Two of Cups situation. Somebody's raring to go. Perhaps you're both excited, fired up to move into this new place. There's the new place. And this card keeps showing up as a kind of, not a block, as a shift, as a change. And a strategy to get out of the stress, the fight, the deception. It's like exiting the deception. It's a weird sort of double negative. But this is where it lands us, say the cards. And even I am sort of like, really? Is that even possible? I think it's possible. I think we've come through the fire, in other words. Six of Wands, fire energy. Come through the fire, into the place of warmth and revelation. In balance, masculine and feminine. The balance, the synthesis of moon energy, sun energy. Some relationship that is balanced and where two people who are whole in themselves also complete each other, because both parties have done the work, have done the shadow work. both parties. Inshallah, God willing. We have on the board Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, Pisces. All the fixed signs in world. And, you know, these are just very powerful major arcana cards that speak to wholeness, to partnership, to synthesis, to blend. Feelings, you know, having steeped in it long enough to get the revelation. Sorry. The revelation. And they're just exploding out of my hands. Time to stop. I just think this is a magnificent read once again. And just hold that thought. There's movement successfully out of the lack, the fear, the anxiety, having done the shadow work. Movement out of it. So take heart. Take heart. It's not easy. I get scared too. I get this way. We all do. We can calm our own nervous systems down. That's the work, I think. And, you know, is that definitive and for all time? No, of course not. But this particular cycle is wrapping up in such a big way. And that's a good thing. The cycle ahead, whether it's with this person who abandoned you or with somebody else, love lies ahead. Talk to you next time.